Just Sayin. Today I'm going to talk about the message the Cleveland Indians sent to the Washington Redskins, which was, do the right thing. Now, these are my thoughts, my views, nobody else's. Let's go. This week it was announced that Chief Wahoo, the mascot for the Cleveland Indians, is out. Why? Because it's offensive. Period. First use of the Cleveland Indians mascot was around 1928. The first use of the happy red-faced caricature that's so offensive wasn't until 1945. Don't know why they made that change other than, racism. After years of pressure, they finally got on the right side. Don't know what caused it, don't care. Just glad they did it. So what's up with the Redskins and the NFL? Ignorance and racism. Full disclosure, as any of my friends and family can tell you, I'm a professional Skins hater. But that got nothing to do with this, because I hate racism even more. The team's nickname needs to change. Why? Because it's racist. Period. No debate. It is, it was, and it always will be until they change it. I know some people, mostly racist, will argue. Let me respond to some of your popular excuses. Yes, it is historical and part of the team's tradition. Doesn't make it any less racist. Slavery, internment camps, lynching, segregation, native genocide are all history and tradition. We don't keep those around, so why should we keep this? No, it's not. It's meant to represent bloodthirsty savagery. See, teams want to evoke ferocity, but the name itself is an insulting representation. It's also a lie. People defending their sacred lands and cultures are not the savages. The murderous thieves who stole from them and continue to denigrate them, they are. Not even close. Many teams change their names, logos, mascots, and cities and don't go broke doing it. If anything, now they got more new product to sell. Besides, the team changed its name before. From the Boston Braves to the Boston Redskins, then they moved to Washington. Didn't harm the team one bit. Also didn't hurt the Wizards, a team in the same market, to change from the Bullets when it was deemed a problematic name. Next. None of those names are degrading. Culturally appropriating? Sure. But not a racial slur? Big difference. Polls only tell the story of people who bother to respond. They should never, ever be used to determine what's right and what's wrong. But I'll concede that among a number of them, they don't care what your football team calls itself. Yes, they have bigger fish to fry. None of that changes the fact that the name is a racist name, an offensive slur, and derogatory to many Native people. Period. Don't believe me? Check this out.
Resilient. Squanto, Red Cloud, Tecumseh, and Crazy Horse. Rancher, teacher, doctor, soldier. Seminole, Seneca, Mohawk, and Creek. Mills, Will Rogers, Geronimo. Unyielding, strong, indomitable. Native Americans call themselves many things. The one thing they don't.
Finally, I'll say this. To Daniel Snyder and the NFL, you must change the name. But you know what? You can keep the colors and you can keep the logo. Those aren't offensive. The logo is an example of cultural appropriation, like I mentioned before. But unlike Chief Wahoo, it's not a disrespectful image. You want to keep the team look? Fine. But find a name that honors any of the many tribes that make up Washington, D.C. before there was a Washington, D.C. Google will help you pull up their names. Pick one. It's just that simple. It's just the right thing to do. Period. All right, that's Shadez. That's my thoughts, my views coming to you from Just Sayin. Peace out.